What's going on, everybody? It's Keagan here. I'm back with another video once again, and today I'm bringing you guys another movie review video. And today we're going to be talking about 4 movies this time. Now, 3 of these I watched at the Edmonton International Film Festival recently, and the other film was actually one that I didn't see in the festival, but I'm going to be including it in this video as some sort of a bonus review. Anywho, let's get started. The first film we're going to talk about today is the new Park Chan-wook film, No Other Choice. This film is based on the novel The Axe by Donald E. Westlake. And Park Chan-wook is the same director of great films like Old Boy, Lady Vengeance, Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Thirst, and his previous film, which was titled Decision to Leave, which I talked about back in season 4. I've been looking forward to checking this movie out after hearing so many great things about it upon its release at, I think it premiered at Cannes first. I can't remember. I think it was Cannes. But I saw this film last Friday at a completely sold out screening, and holy shit, it was an amazing experience seeing this one with a large crowd. And this movie was fantastic. It's definitely one of my favorite films of the year, and one I do recommend you check out. Basically, the film follows a man who loses his job and becomes unemployed for several years, and times are starting to get desperate. His family's going through financial trouble. They're potentially losing their house that they've lived in for like a very long time. It was actually the childhood home this man grew up in, and they're risking losing it unless the man can get a job. So, with all things, desperate times call for desperate measures. You know the old saying. But the way our hero tries to tackle this desperate measures is pretty unethical. I'm not really going to give away too much. He's trying to get rid of the competition so he can get a new job at this company. So without giving away too much, that's what the story of the film is about in a nutshell. I really enjoyed this film. It was well made, it was well acted, and I think the social commentary in this film is really good too, of like what a person would do in desperate times when they are in need of a job but are unable to find a job. It's hilarious. It's got some great performances, some really good music, and it's well directed. And I'm actually still having a hard time debating whether or not this is Park Chan-wook's best movie since Old Boy. I can't decide. I really enjoyed it. This is definitely one of my favorite films from Park Chan-wook that I've seen so far, and one that I highly recommend. It's one film that I think everybody should check out this year. This is definitely one of the best films you'll see all year. I'm not sure when this movie will be getting a wide release, but I suspect it'll be out before awards season. We'll see, but I would say it'll probably be out by like maybe November, December. Again, I'm not really sure, but whenever you get the chance to check this movie out, definitely check it out. It's an excellent film that I highly recommend. Anyways, I don't have anything else to add, so I'm giving No Other Choice a 9 out of 10. The next film I saw was It Was Just an Accident. This is an Iranian film from director Jafar Panahi. I don't think I pronounced that right, but I do apologize. This is the film that won the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival for this year. And not only that, this was also the very first film from Iran to win the Palme d'Or. And I gotta say, it really deserved it. This is a really well-made film about revenge, morals, and whether or not revenge is worth it. I'm not really going to go into the plot of this movie for this video, because this is a film I would recommend you go into this movie as blindly as possible. I went into this movie blindly, only knowing that the film won the Palme d'Or at Cannes, and is the first Iranian film to win the Palme d'Or. And I came out completely blown away by this movie. The performances in this film are excellent. The cinematography is really good, and the lighting for certain scenes are really good, including one scene where it's one continuous shot of a character that's tied to a tree in the night, and the only light you can see is the brake lights of the van. Well, again, I'm not going to go into spoilers, but once you see the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But there's also another cool thing about this movie is that there's little to no music at all in the movie. There's only music in the background, but there is no score in this movie at all. It's just it kind of gives off the vibe of No Country for Old Men and Belle de Jour a little bit. Because well, in Belle de Jour there was no music at all in that movie, but in No Country for Old Men the only music you hear is at the end credits of the movie. I mean, in this movie you'll see the characters go to a store, you'll hear some music in the background, but there is no score in this movie whatsoever. So that really gives it some very um, unique, unsettling vibes throughout the film. And there is some comedic parts of the film, but it's really more of a drama. But there is some funny parts in the film too. And yeah, this movie was really, really good, and I believe it's going to be getting a wide release. I believe at the end of this month or sometime next month. I'm not sure, but I would say it'll be coming out just before awards season. So my guess it'll probably be coming out either this month or next month. I'm not sure. But once this movie comes out, definitely check it out. I thought this film was really, really good. And this is another Neon film, remind you, because this is the 6th film from Neon that's won the Palme d'Or at Cannes. First was Parasite, then it was Titane, then it was Triangle of Sadness, then Anatomy of a Fall, and Anora, which was last year's Palme d'Or winner. And now this year it was Just an Accident. And I can probably bet next year they'll take home the Palme d'Or again. Who knows? But this streak has been going on for 6 long years. Who knows if the next Neon film will win the Palme d'Or at Cannes next year. Well, we'll see about that. I know I'm getting a little bit off topic here, but overall, this film was really, really good. I would recommend you check it out when it comes out. But yeah, very good film, and I'm happy to see that it won the Palme d'Or at Cannes. I'm giving this one a 9 out of 10. Definitely one of the best films you'll see all year. And the next film I saw at the festival, which was actually the last film I saw at the festival, is Sentimental Value. This is a Norway film, and the new film from director Joachim Trier. I hope I pronounced that right. I think I did. I haven't seen any of Joachim Trier's other films, but I hear a lot of his other films are like Oslo, August 31st, and The Worst Person in the World. I hear a lot of his movies are supposed to be really good, like the 2 that I mentioned. But again, I haven't seen any of his other movies, but I do want to check out his other films, especially after seeing this film. This is a film. This is a film that I've been curious about after hearing a lot of great things about it since the film's release at I believe it was Cannes again. I can't remember. But this is a film I heard really good things about it, and I saw it on Monday night at a late night screening, and I thought this film was really good, and I really enjoyed it out of the films I've seen at the festival this year. Basically, this film follows a filmmaker who's who is hoping to make a film based on certain events from his childhood involving his mother, and the man is estranged to his daughters, and one of his daughters is an actress, and he wants her to be in the film, but the actress is unsure if she wants to be in the film or not. This is without giving away too much, that's basically what the stories of the film is about in a nutshell. I'm trying to keep this review as spoiler free as possible, but this is pretty much a family drama type film that involves around like the past, present, and confronting your own demons or something like that. That's how I can describe it. I really enjoyed this film. I really liked the storyline of the film. It had some great performances. Alexander Skarsgård, who plays the father, did a great job in the film. And Elle Fanning was really good in the film too. She played the American actress who is gonna star in the film, and yeah, she was really good in this film too. And for those who don't know, some of you probably already know this, but for those of you who don't, Elle Fanning is actually the younger sister of actress Dakota Fanning. So yeah, but anyways, out of the 3 films I've seen at the Edmonton International Film Festival, this would probably be the lowest one on the list. Not that it's bad. I really liked it, but I have a feeling it'll probably grow on me more upon future rewatches of the film. I definitely do plan on seeing it again when it gets a wide release. I'm not sure when. I have a feeling it'll probably come out just in time for awards season, but who knows. I really like the film, and I do look forward to checking it out again in the future, and I do recommend checking it out. And I would like to see some more of Joaquin Trier's other films in the future, because I hear a lot of his other films are supposed to be really good. And I'd say this was a great introduction to this director, and I do plan to check out his other films in the future. But really great film. I have a feeling it'll grow on me more the more times I watch it. But yeah, check it out if you haven't. Great film. Anyways, I'm giving Sentimental Value an 8.5 out of 10. And the last film I'm going to talk about in this video is the new Paul Thomas Anderson film, One Battle After Another. This film is loosely based on the novel Vineland by Thomas Pynchon? I have no idea how you pronounce that last name, and I probably said it wrong. But anyways, now, as mentioned at the beginning of the video, I didn't see this one at the festival. This is a bit of a bonus review for this video. But I really wanted to talk about this movie in this video because it's so good. Anyways, Paul Thomas Anderson is a fantastic director and one of my favorite directors. He directed great movies like Boogie Nights, Magnolia, There Will Be Blood, which I actually talked about not long ago, and a couple of other great films. And this is his newest film. And I saw this one on Saturday, the day after it came out, and needless to say, it did not disappoint. In fact, it's without a doubt one of the best films I've seen all year. Well, everybody's been saying amazing things about it, and rightfully so. In my opinion, this is probably Paul Thomas Anderson's best movie since There Will Be Blood. So this film follows a former revolutionary named Bob, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, who's living off the grid and in a state of paranoia with his daughter, who is now 16. He was once a promising revolutionary who was helping to take down the corrupted government, and has since gone living in hiding and off the grid, and just trying to live a normal life. But then his arch enemy has resurfaced and is he's like one of the many people in charge of the military who's out to find the rest of Bob's revolutionary buddies. And then his daughter goes missing, so Bob has no choice to come out of retirement to go find his daughter and save her from the government trying to get her and Bob. And without giving away too much, that's what the story of the film is about in a nutshell. I had a blast seeing this film in theaters. I saw it in IMAX. And if you ever get the chance to see this movie, if there's an IMAX theater in your area, definitely go see this movie in IMAX if possible, because seeing this movie in IMAX is quite an experience. But I loved the film. I knew it was going to be good, and it did not disappoint. I loved the film from start to finish. You got some great characters, great performances, and this is probably the best movie Leonardo DiCaprio has been in the decade so far, with Killers of the Flower Moon coming in second, I'd say. But I really, really like this film. It's got some good characters. It's hilarious, and the action sequences are really, really well done. And it's a damn good film that is definitely well worth the price of admission. And I know I said this again, but in my opinion, this is Paul Thomas Anderson's best film since There Will Be Blood. And wow, just a great, great film. And I really like the soundtrack of the film too. And it's a pretty long movie too. It's over 2.5 hours, but not 1 minute of it I felt. There's not 1 minute of this movie where I felt it dragged on. I think the film's runtime is perfectly justified, and wow, I really, really like this film. While the film is not perfect, my only issue with this movie is that some of the side characters could have been used a little bit better, in my opinion. But that's just really the only issue I have with this movie. But other than that, this is one of P.T. Anderson's best films, and I honestly liked it better than his previous film, Licorice Pizza, which I know when I initially reviewed that movie back in season 4, I gave it a 10 out of 10, but I bumped that one down to a 9 because I think I was a little bit overhyped at that movie at the time. I mean, I still like Licorice Pizza, but I think this movie is better, in my opinion. But other than that, it's a great film. I had a lot of fun seeing this one in theaters, and I'm tempted to see it again in theaters for a second time. You never know, maybe I will. But it's a damn good film. It's one of the best films you'll see all year. And if there's an IMAX theater in your area with this movie playing, definitely see it in IMAX. It's well worth it. Anyways, I don't have anything else to add, so I'm giving One Battle After Another a 9 out of 10. Well, there you guys have it. That's going to be the end of another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, comment below, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and stay tuned for more videos. But in the meantime, thanks again for watching. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Take it easy, guys. Peace. Bye-bye.